Hey, yo, y'all know who it is, man. Let's get straight into it. We have one hell of a March producer's letter. This is technically part of anniversary. Let's just slide right through. I am going to say this is on mute for obvious reasons. We actually are going to try to skim through as much, and I unmuted. I just can't wait until it slaps the channel. So, yeah, we're going to try to slide through it just frame for frame, right? Daima Vegeta, bro? They're already using Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I didn't think he was remotely close. I'm really kind of shook, bro. But here we are. So we have Daima Vegeta. We have more Red Zone stages coming for Goku's story and Vegeta's story. We have more Battle Hardened, this formidable foes event. I mean, I'm going to be transparent. I haven't tried every stage, but like I've been taking my time. These stages are real life beating me. Y'all know me. I know item stuff. So it's giving me an extra difficulty curve. But like I'm getting whacked by some of these like middle stages of that event. So I'm ecstatic to see that more stages are on the way before anniversary is over. This is what's making me the most excited. Beyond the fact that Daima Vegeta is coming, if you've already seen the Twitter reveal, you know the GT Super Saiyan Dokkan Fest from a couple years ago, Golden Week, they're getting their EZAs. Super Saiyan 3 STR Vegeta, one of the first Dokkan Fest ever, one of the oldest units in the game, is also getting his Super EZA. I was waiting on it. My thing is, I thought it was gonna be Saiyan Days, so like I thought I had a couple more weeks. The last week or so, I've been link leveling him, bro. So now I gotta make sure I get him maxed out to 10. I mean, he's old, right? So I gotta get him active for sure. But I'm excited for that. This event they're saying only a handful of us are gonna be able to beat it. Are you serious? Are you dead ass? Oh, yeah. I need all that. So it says you could get 25 stones by clearing up to round 25 of 50. That's weirding me out. I'm not sure. That seems like it's going to be a new... It's almost EZA vibes, but I would think it's going to be like just a new type of event. Like a truly new type of event. Not a new, red zone stage or something like that. Like a really new mechanical boss event. But we'll see how they treat it. The second half of the event will be the hardest in Dokkan Battle history. But yeah, it seems EZA worded. Let's move up a little bit. Let's see what we got going on. Of course, we've had the grid the whole time. We were waiting on it, all right? We were waiting to see what they do. And here we are. They slid in 2 extra squares right there. I like that. And guess who they are, man? Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, the eternal rivals. This Dokkan Fest is incredible. Like, they still look really good, and they still have they're young enough to have good animations and thoughtful tech, and they have a plethora of teams. They're made sure like their art still looks really well. It just looks good, period, right? It's not gonna age, but yeah, their art still looks really good. It's incredible. Let's look at their details, starting with Goku. You see, greatly raising attack and defense. You don't got too many questions to answer, so I ain't worried about it. Massively lowering defense is like, you couldn't give him like seals or something. Y'all know me. We all do. We hate lowering defense. It's whatever. Anyway, this guy is crazy. I'm not going to read all of that out right now, but I will say I read over it already, and he is incredible. The 40% damage reduction he'll have from either GT Heroes or Grade 8 Power, that is important because why? Matter of fact, while I'm at it, let's go grab him. Where is he? He should be towards the end here. Am I old? Am I washed? Is that what this is? I'm washed? Here he is. This guy, he is coming out to play. So like he's gonna be their main leader skill. If you're running Grade 8 Power, obviously. Then you got, this is what we've been waiting on, right? The Grade 8s to start EZAing. As soon as we found out he was a Grade 8 Power leader, it was a wrap. Whether it be that or GT Hero, we were like, yeah, it's a wrap. He's going to lead this category. I assume it'll carry through at least the next 6 months, because you got these right here. You got some Daima Gokus on the way. You got some more other Gokus that can, like, you got the Bardock type units that you could EZA, those like old Bardock Squadron Grade 8s. You have a Grade 8 Power is it's a very strict category. Maybe that's the word I should use, but it's not bare bones at all. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for any Grade 8 Power units that awaken, because Goku's support is automatically going to give them such a great buff. They're going to, well, let's just talk about it. I mean, once we get to Daima Vegeta, I'll bring it back up, but you talk about the fact that he does this for Power Beyond and Grade 8 Power. Like, pure Saiyan units are just liable as long as you're on Power Beyond. So we'll see. Well, anybody for that, man. Goku family, all that. as long as you're on Power Beyond, obviously. So this Goku is going to be a staple in a lot of these teams. Even if he gets aged out, he just will have value for having that alone. But yeah, you see this physical GT Goku right here, completely incredible easy. I mean, they didn't waste anything. They made sure they gave him the buff upon activating his active. His active, what exactly did his active do? Is it just the supers? I swear it gave him a buff. That's what it would do. This is terrible. The massively raising attack, whatever. I mean, and it's 4 more supers. Yeah, I know they've never changed an active skill condition until, well, they never have. So until they do, this guy actually will be able to do, if he can't do it on turn 3, you'll be able to do it on turn 5. But it looks like they're making it so that, like, you know, you get the hidden potential proc, and it's very, these are guaranteed. So the only one you're worried about is the 50-50 of the hidden potential system, and he's going to be rolling crazy, right? He looks incredible. And you keep going, you see him and you're like, oh, he's got to be like better than Vegeta, right? Like, it's a lock he's better than Vegeta. You think so, right? I saw Vegeta. I think Vegeta is better. Goodness, bro. Vegeta is crazy. Greatly raising attack and defense for the 1 turn, of course, once again. We're not going to talk about massively lowering. Vegeta gets 3% mitigation per key sphere obtained. He is guarding as long as you get 3, which is free. They are type orb changers. One thing that's been weird about this anniversary is we have a whole bunch of units around that really, really want rainbow orbs. And I'm a proponent. I've always been like on the stance and side of any orb changing is good orb changing as long as you can control or direct it. So like, yeah, randomly changing isn't ideal, but it's not randomly changing a certain type to another type. It's randomly changing a certain type to rainbow. So like you can always figure out as you go with the randomly changing the rainbow. But like randomly changing any type to STR, it doesn't sound ideal. But I do like, you know, I know I'm going to change tech to int. I know I'm going to change ints to AGL. Like, I love orb changing, period, the whole game's lifespan. It doesn't matter. I know rainbow key spheres are important and they give you access to the board. But I think normal orb changing is super underrated, bro. Then you look at the rest of his kit right here. Once again, 5 key spheres, just like Goku, he launches an additional super. This grade 8 power giant or GT hero thing we're going to be doing for this team, it's going to be easy. It's cake, bro. It's a cakewalk. I mean, damn. And then he is a unit where it's Vegeta family. So like, I know people think Vegeta family is like this super great category. It's really not in the best place right now. So like, yeah, we got Evolution Blue. We have, we have the Gogeta, right? The Gogeta and the Vegito for that matter, because they're a tag unit, they get all of the categories. But when you go down the roster of Goku family versus Vegeta family, there's usually a gap, but it's rarely this massive. So it's good to know that, you know, these Vegeta units are coming out super well baked. For example, Tech Grade 8 Vegeta, right? Then you keep moving forward. This is where we start getting hype. I'm really talking about the wrong things. I can't even show it. I'm worried they're going to copyright me, bro. I'm telling you, I'm lit. Super Saiyan 3 Mini Diamond Vegeta arrives. I love that they got to put 2 parentheses brackets or pairings because, for, you know, when the big guy comes out here, it's going to get active. We're going to get active. So I'm lit, man. Once again, Daima content should be rolling out until at least summer. Like, I'm emphasizing it should be the next 6 months. I don't know that it'll be no. It easily could be, right? I mean, if it's Golden Week, it wouldn't beat Tanabata, and if it's not Tanabata, it would be worldwide. What I was gonna initially say is there's no way it ends up being worldwide. I don't think there's enough major Daima moments to cover Golden Week, and you already did New Year's, and you would be doing Tanabata, and for that matter, you know, you would probably do Goku Day type stuff, and then of course you would still need content for worldwide. I don't think they have enough. Like, Daima's a very short series, but I'm having a great time. If you guys have seen his animations, you know he looks 1-to-1, and the fact that they slid his sprites through for the enemy, that is, like the enemy, you know, Gander Marie, that looks really crappy and it's a terrible sprite. His animations overshine that terrible sprite, even though it's right there. Like, it's crazy. I was kind of stunned at how well they did. He is physical, so keep that typing in mind. I don't have a problem with that. What type would I have wanted him to be? I wouldn't have wanted him to be STR. That's all I'd really say. So yeah, I'm fine with physical. I mean, I guess I always say lean towards AGL. I love AGL, but AGL has good units right now. So you don't got it. Well, it has one of the best units in the game right now, clearly, right, in Gogeta. So you don't got to stress it too much. The only type that doesn't need a buff for a couple of weeks is Tech. You're good off Tech, bro. Don't even worry about it. And then he's physical. Glorio is also physical, right? And then Goku is int. So we'll keep an eye on how they handle the typings for the rest of it. You see his leader skill or his categories. He's on all the standard ones. The only thing that's weird, I don't know why they're doing this, but there's time travelers. Maybe because they're reverted into kids. They consider that like it's not time travel, but it's manipulation of time in a way. I don't know why they're on time travelers. Now that Daima is over, I was waiting to see what that was about. Now that Daima is over, I really do not understand it. It would make more sense if they were on space traveling warriors than it would for time travelers. It's very bizarre, but it is what it is. His leader skill is amazing. It will have the same AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Y'all know I'm going to be gassing up for the next couple of months. He'll be right there. So now you have him right there. You, of course, are going to have Daima Goku right there. Ooh, Glorio can't make the team. We're going to have to see how that works out as these, let's just call them 250% leads, 220, whatever. These 220% leads come out. We'll see how. Of course, it looks like the TURs for a while are just going to lead one extra category to make sure the LR's leader skills are always more valuable. That's no problem with me. They seem to be doing a sensical job so far. Like, I wouldn't call any of the leader skill extra buffs with these new eras dumb so far, so I'm not really tripping, except STR Evolution. Royal Blue Vegeta leading Tournament of Power, and that doesn't even count because it's not the extra 50%, but him being the Tournament of Power lead still pisses me off. But we move. When you look at Vegeta, his super attack effect, raising attack and defense by 33% for 3 turns, of course, right? We need to throw the trays in there, man. The trays in there, man. And then he's raising allies' defense by 33% for the 1 turn. That's incredible. For one reason, you're about to see exactly why. He does a bunch of super attacks. He has a scouter on 1 turn, which is really fascinating. He has his crit, the damage reduction, but start of turn damage reduction. I was just referring to the intro. You guys are seeing it, right? I was referring to his intro, but he's a unit. He's getting buffed by the Goku. So like the Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku is giving him 70% defense and 10% mitigation. Even if you put Goku in slot 3, and you have one Goku floating around, that is such a major difference in the defensive output of every single one of your units that fits his teams. So it's cool to know that they can be run alongside, or I shouldn't say he can go on Goku's leader skill, but Goku can go on his, and then the team would work. I hope I haven't been misspeaking. Y'all, I think y'all know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it would work out that way, and then this guy, he can get 90% mitigation on turn 1. Turn 1, he's untouchable. Turn 1 is built so that you can put him in front of every single attack, and then he'll launch his additionals, and he'll do his crazy work. That way you can build up for the next turn. It's not always going to work that way. If they just don't super in the first enemy slot, you're kind of cooked in terms of trying to stack 2, 3, 4 times on turn 1, or for that matter, his second turn. It's very concerning, but we'll see how it goes. You see he gets the second attacker buff right there. He does not want to be floated. He is the opposite of Glorio. He is all about, besides the support on his super attack effect, he's almost all about himself. So it's interesting to look at him juxtaposed to Glorio. Then you look at, when you look at his active skill, and it gives him 33% attack for the 1 turn. Now you circle back to this. Like, what? This is a very dangerous unit. I haven't thought. Who's the best TUR right now? I'm talking like 120s, just 120s. Who's the best TUR out the DOKKANFEST? Is it still Angel Goku? Who's the best? Is it Glorio? It's probably Glorio, right? I would think out the 120s, it's him. This Vegeta, like I said, is the exact opposite of him in a lot of regards, so it's not a problem. I like him. I like him a lot. I'm super excited to see what this guy's going to do. His age ability looks really good, except, like I said, he doesn't want to be in slot 3, so turn 1, no matter what, he is going to tank for a very, very long time. I'm worried about everything after that. Like after turn 1, you know, if you got to kick this guy off rotation, he only has the 50% mitigation and he needs to get hit for extra defense. I'm very alarmed about that. But we'll worry about that road when we got to kick him off for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, all right? We'll be all right. Or for that matter, Super Saiyan 3 adult Vegeta, right? I can't wait until they remove Mini. Just once they get rid of this sentence right here for like Saiyan Day or for Golden Week, like once they get rid of that, it's up. Like it's up. I'm telling y'all, it's up. I'm lit, man. So we'll see how that goes. I'm very excited. You see his active skill condition. I hate when it says after, like, you know, because then I know it's going to say whatever turn you get it done, the turn after that. So it's damn near impossible. It feels like he is looking at turn. I just can't realistically see him getting all of this turn 1 like more than 10% of the time. So it's a really specific. I get maybe I should say 20%, right? The super attack is the weird part. But yeah, you should be getting his active skill on his what I think it's going to be his 4th appearance, man. I really do. But obviously it's meant to be, it can be triggered on his 3rd appearance. We'll see how that goes. But it's impossible to have by turn 3. This is all cool. I'm excited because I get to coin both of these guys right now. I was looking at Anniversary and I'm like, damn, you know, if I had Glorio, that'd be really cool right now. Like he's on a strict amount of teams, which is why I didn't summon for him crazy. And I wanted him way more than Diamond Goku. But now that the diamond units are dropping, it makes sense to go get Diamond Goku, right? So you look at that and you're like, ugh. Oh man, when am I gonna get the diamond units, if ever, man? And they just come out like a month and a half, 2 months later. Like that's crazy turnaround. That's insane turnaround, bro. If y'all knew that was happening, y'all would have skipped it. I'm sorry. You just admit it. Like I did 1 round on Glorio and I called it on New Year's. If I knew he was coming right back, he would have got nothing. I mean, I didn't pull him, but he would have got nothing regardless. That's crazy. I'm ecstatic. Why? Because this guy is one of the greatest tanks in the game's history. He's incredible. He is a unit that you can't mess up his super EZA. Like on his original EZA, we were very iffy on him because he was a unit that we're like, man, we can't make him, you know, immortal. Like we don't want to quite do that. It's a little scary to do that. His stun chance at that point in the game was still very powerful because of things like Super Battle Road. You had to be careful. So they built him in an ugly way. He is a good unit, but he was not a great EZA, if that makes sense. He's just 80% mitigation for 10 turns. And then if your enemy is stunned, he gets an attack buff. He's one of the most bland EZAs they ever did. But then you look at him now. I mean, you don't really have to give him a massive damage mitigation buff. Give him start of turn defense. I don't think they'll give him guard. Once again, they know that's too dangerous. Just give him start of turn defense, maybe some defense on super attack, because you know they don't change super attacks with these hyper EZAs. You give him that. Start a turn, maybe some on attacking, and then you maybe like some support, like 3 key, 50% defense for like Power Beyond. Oh, well, Power Beyond is covered by AGL Goku, Super Saiyan 4. Maybe you give him, I don't know, just Super Saiyan 3 straight up? Does that make sense? I feel like Super Saiyan 3 is really thin right now. I don't like the idea of that. But you get what I'm saying, bro. You get what I'm saying. You do that. And now this guy, and take away his turns. His turn, taking away that, his 10 turn condition, he's crazy. Maybe they won't take it away and they'll just lower it. Like say, no matter what, he gets the same 80% mitigation for 10 turns. And then after turn 10, it goes down to like 50. That still wouldn't be crippling depending on how they handled him. Like I'm really excited for this guy. All these super EZAs make me excited, like, because it's nostalgic for me. His sticker is amazing, by the way. If y'all don't know, he has one of the best stickers, bro. Like his sticker is ill. The old units, when the sticker mechanic came out, just shined. Like their art style was so creative back then. And nowadays, yeah, like it's cool. Like I like this guy's art. He's not a good example, but like this guy's art is cool too. But you look at some of these units and you're like, man, I wish he did a little bit more, you know. Like this guy's sticker is not crazy, but his art is fire. For example, I'm super ready. I'm hoping they just do GT Hero and Vegeta Family 3 Key 180. I'm sure they will. We'll see what they do about it. But yeah, man, I call it right there. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the Young King Hitman. Oh, another flaw of this guy because he's just old. He does not have a 7th link, so there's no royal lineage. It's not the biggest. I mean, it's kind of ugly because he has Golden Warrior. So in my head now, he just has 5 links. But I mean, game is game, right? Like we'll see what they do, but he doesn't have a 7th link, much less like if they ever introduce the 8th link. I'm waiting for that update when they introduce an 8th link, but I'll leave it there, man. That wasn't ecstatic and absolutely astounding finish to the 10th anniversary, man. I'm lit. Y'all know what it is, man. Like, y'all know, man. Hype me up, man. I'm hyping y'all up. It's the Young Hitman. Good luck on the banners. It does not drop. I was told, was it a tweet? I saw a tweet that said it's not dropping. Is it dropping to? I don't even want to say. You know what, bro? Y'all gonna have to find somebody else. I don't want to misinform y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all right there, man. Young Hitman is off this.